So I have just finished my new book, Storytelling for Humans, and I am very excited about the launch of it. It came out of nowhere. I found myself feeling this sense of sadness because I couldn't hear anyone's voice anymore. Your voice is your brand, and your brand can be elevated by your voice. And when you start losing your voice because you start sounding like everybody else, I feel like we are doomed. You know, when I think about the work that I do, my whole focus has been on helping people to see how great they are. That's really the work I do. I help people see the light that is in them, remember the light that is in them, and help them to build unshakable, unstoppable self-confidence. That has been my business from the beginning. I'm a cheerleader, I'm a coach, I'm somebody who helps you build your business, build your mindset. That's me. But as I've moved into this new phase of my world, storytelling is the foundation of the work I do now. I help entrepreneurs, CEOs, founders. I help people pull out their story so they can share it with the world. The work I get to do is amazing. I love my job so much. I love it like I love it. And how it feels for me is when I get onto Zoom and I'm working with a client on crafting their commercial keynote, it's like the whole world just disappears. It's the most amazing feeling. I literally, it doesn't matter what's happened. It doesn't matter what's happened in the outside world. It doesn't matter where I've just come from or where I'm going. In that space of time, in that 90 minutes with me and the client, I am in my, what Emma Boardman would say, my sweet spot. I feel just so connected because I know exactly what my purpose is. It's to help people find the through line and connect the dots and be able to communicate authentically, emotionally, their story so that someone can get served by it. You know, I love my work. I love it so much, and I just want to do more of it. So creating storytelling for humans is designed really so that the people who read the book can get a sense of me and trust that I can help them. It's really because I needed a place to say all the things that I say to my clients over and over again. The words that you say and the words that you write down, they have to be your words. It has to come through you. It needs to be in your style. It's what gives you your fingerprint. It's your vocal DNA. And the minute we start to allow AI platforms to twist and change our words so that it sounds a specific way, it means we're going to lose ourselves. It's really sad because I'm somebody who, let me tell you about my journey with AI. In 2021, I was in Barcelona visiting my brother on a family holiday. I was at the pool and there was two guys and they'd said that they'd made millions in cryptocurrency and that they were here to go to the W Hotel where it was the biggest AI conference of the year. It was tickets. The tickets sold out immediately. There were $1,000 a ticket, and it's industry, tech, people who were in the know who were there. So it's not something I would ever know about. And I literally had ChatGPT on my phone and I was doing the bare minimum with it. This is 2021. So I said, can I come? I said, well, you need a ticket, and I didn't have $1,000 to spend on a ticket, and you need to be there all day, and you need an invite. So my children and their father are just chilling because it's a holiday, and I say, I'm going to take the day off tomorrow. So I got up really early in the morning, got a taxi to the W Hotel in Barcelona, and I walked in like I had a ticket and like I was somebody who was supposed to be there. I walked in and then I kind of scoped the area and thought, I'm not going to get in that room. Like, you need to have these lanyards and this QR code, and they need to have been able to like let you in. You need to be registered. So I decided to do the only thing I could think of doing, because I didn't want to go back. I didn't want to miss out. This was a massive fear of missing out moment. I did not want to miss out on what seemed to be like the place to be. And I felt like I was at the right place at the right time, just without the verified credentials. So I sat in the bar and I ordered myself a coffee. And I opened my laptop and I started to work. And then the doors opened because it was the first break. And everyone came out and people were sitting around me, and I just acted like I was one of them. So I went round and asked everyone, what was your takeaway? What was your takeaway? What was your takeaway? And I was taking notes. And I was like, yeah. And someone said, what was your takeaway? I said, I'm still thinking about it. But I love what you said. And what do you mean by this? And I got so many great ideas. I had no idea that you could put a link into ChatGPT in 2021. They just got taught that you could. I had no idea you could spin up a website by using somebody else's website and asking Chat to copy it. This was all new stuff. I learned so many things about it in 15 minutes in the break. So then I thought, okay, let's start testing it. So I started testing it while they went back in the room, and I literally had built the website copy following the strategy of somebody else's website that I liked to mirror. And I'd done quite a lot of work while I was just sitting there, and I started changing things and testing it out and playing with it. I uploaded my book because I didn't know you could upload a PDF then. So I uploaded my first book, Power Lift Your Career, up there because at that time I only had Power Lift Your Career. So I uploaded my book up there, and then every piece of copy that I'd ever written, I just started PDFing it and uploading it and saying, this is who I am, let's build the channel. And then they came out for the lunch, and then I sat with a new group of people, and this time I offered to buy everyone drinks, which meant that people were like, I now seem like the person of interest, and I was asking questions, and I was saying, well, what are you going to do? How are you going to use that in your business? And they were people who were representing huge big companies, tech companies, digital media companies, ad agencies, and they were telling me about their strategies that they're currently using, and I was just like, wow. So I went back at the end of the evening and I sat down and I dumped everything that I'd learned into this one document, and then I started to build. Now, I love it. And I was one of the people at university when I did my master's. I was like, everyone needs to use ChatGPT. I've been telling everyone, use ChatGPT, and people watch how I use it when I build a story. I have my own channel, the IFE framework, all of my frameworks there, and I use it in a way that is aligned with me, and it just helps me to think, helps me to process, helps me to put my ideas together. But I'm always using my words, and I trust myself, because when it comes to storytelling, this is my area of expertise. Until 2026 comes, I'm saying to ChatGPT, I want to say it like this. It says to me, I don't think you should say it like that. I think it would sound better like this. What? It's now telling me that I should say it like this. It's not this, but it's that. And there was a quiet, shaking, gentle shrinking, and all these words that I've never used in my life, and it's now trying to push me to say it. So I started answering back to it and saying, no, I don't want you to change it. I want to do it my way. And now it starts telling me, well, this way actually would be better for you. That's scary, because it's scary. And when I look on LinkedIn and I look on Facebook, I can tell when somebody is writing words from ChatGPT. And I'm not here to gaslight or shame you, but I'm like, it's making, like, the one thing that I've been doing is helping people believe that they are good enough. In my product, which I created, it says, I am somebody, I am good enough, I can do anything, I like myself. Every 40 seconds, someone somewhere takes their own life. The war against mental health is high, and it has been now since 2018, when I started really doing the work. I spoke for Mind in 2016, and I already recognised that it was trickling down to our youth, and there were children as young as 5 being diagnosed with clinical depression. Mental health challenges is a problem, and one of the core things is not feeling good enough, not feeling capable enough, not liking yourself, not believing that you are a valuable person. Well, do you know what ChatGPT does? It basically tells you every time you say something to it, you should do it this way. It's constantly reinforcing that we are not good enough. It's telling us we are not good enough, and we actually walk around, me included, saying, well, let me see what ChatGPT thinks. What about what I think? Why am I now giving my autonomy and my decisions based on a chatbot? Yes, it has access. It's an LLM. Yes, it can scrape all the data. But if we keep choosing it over ourselves, we are actively telling ourselves, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. Just like predictive text, we've been using it so much that I don't even know if I can spell, because it changes it before I even know if I've spelled it right or wrong. And that means that, yeah, we're getting dumber, we're getting slower, we're getting lazier, and we're not able to do the things that our brains are meant to do, and our brains will shrink. They will. And what I mean is that if we're not actually utilizing it, and you might say, well, why do we need to if we've got all this great stuff? And true. if you can offload something, just like a car, you can undo the window like this, or you can press an electric button. So we're going to press an electric button for the window to go down. But what if we never do this? Means that we lose the muscle in our arms. What happens when we stop using the muscle of our brain? It's going to become mush, and then we're going to be like that film Surrogate, which I saw with Bruce Willis, I think it was, Surrogate. You just lay there like this, and then your avatar is out there in the world, and you're just like that, like a vegetable. Like, is that really what we're going to do? Because the minute we give up our voices, that's one thing. But the minute we start believing that we are not good enough, like we are not good enough, that the AI is better than us, then we are doomed. So here from Bali, I'm just saying, please hold on to your voice. And the place where I want to make the most impact is with storytelling. If you're somebody who's a speaker, if you're a presenter, if you are a writer, if you're creative, and you have lived experiences, life experiences, ideas, whatever you do, please, 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 please hold on to your voice. And I share this in my new book, Storytelling for Humans. I know it was a lot and I said a lot, but I really do believe that we can fight against this war on losing our voice. We have to hold on to our voices, because if we don't, then we will be literally like this. Surrogate. It felt quite relaxing actually for a minute, but not for my life. Don't lose your light, don't lose your voice, don't lose yourself. Storytelling for Humans is available now, and it's free, by the way. Just message me and I'll send it to you for free. I don't even need you to buy it, because I just want you to read it and understand it and know that this has got to be, well, this is my contribution. Thank you for listening.